So yesterday was a bad day for a lot of people. I know for me, I was actually watching a video of Charlie Kirk debating a college student on campus when I had the notification pop up at the top of my phone, the news notification that he'd been shot. And I went to Twitter, like a lot of people, to X rather, to try to get some more information about his status and how he was doing and things like that. And I had the unfortunate experience of seeing a video of Charlie being shot, and it shook me all day. It stayed with me for the rest of the day. It's still with me this morning, and I know that in Romans 8:28 it says that God works all things for His will for those who love Him. And He works all things for the good. And I was trying to just think about what kinds of things we could draw from this. And there's three things that I think are at least some good that I can see coming through this. One, unfortunately, is that it opened my eyes at least to a lot of the evil that is out there and how evil is a real and present thing, and not just in the shooter. I mean, looking at news anchors afterward that were immediately while he was still in the hospital or before he was even pronounced dead, that were already intimating that what goes around comes around and that he deserved it. Or that maybe it was one of his enthusiastic supporters that was shooting his gun off in a fit of excitement. I mean, just stupid stuff. And to people that are on social media literally rejoicing over a father of 31 years old with two young kids being murdered in broad daylight in front of his wife and kids. It's easy to then say that those people are evil, and those are certainly evil things to do. But what I'm trying to see, and this is not easy for me, what I'm trying to see is these are people that are blinded by evil. And my last episode was about hell and about how Satan is not passive. Evil is not passive. It's not Satan and demons that are just sitting around waiting in hell for people to be sent down to them. He is actively trying to steal people from God and bring them to Him. And I think that in times like this, the hardest thing and the best thing simultaneously to do is to follow Matthew 5:44 and pray for our enemies. That's what Jesus called us to do. And it's hard to do. But I think we need to pray that people that are spending their time rejoicing now, that they are brought to Jesus and that they would come to Him and that they would repent to Him. Because at the end of the day, we need more souls in heaven and less souls in hell. And it can be a really hard thing to do, but in times like these, I think we need to try to pray for those souls. And I think another thing that it did is, I think perhaps maybe people will see what needs to change, because one of the big things that Charlie stood for was open debate, was talking to people about their views, even if you completely disagree with them, but talking openly about those things and trying to get at the core of where those beliefs were coming from. And I saw people whose minds were changed. A lot of people, of course, weren't. But I think it was about getting at the core of those things, having an open debate and trying to bring people to what's true and what's right. And I think that the big danger that we have right now is that a lot of society right now thinks that if someone disagrees with you, that they're no longer human, that they are somehow they're evil and they should be discarded. And that's why people were rejoicing at somebody they disagreed with being murdered. He never killed anybody. He never hurt anybody. He expressed his opinion, and I've watched him for a long time. I can't tell you how many times somebody disagreed with him, or somebody even came up there and said they wished him harm. that he gave them time to talk. Or when people started booing someone and he said, don't boo them. Look, I can tell you're nervous. It takes a lot of courage to come up and debate this stuff. That is the kind of open debate that we should be having. And I'm not sure how much that's going to happen anymore, because I don't know too many people that are willing to put themselves literally in the line of fire for that. But I know that God works things out for his perfect will. I know that Charlie is in heaven right now, and I would just invite everybody to the thing I come back to more than anything else, more than the loss of a leader, more than the loss of a social activist or anything like that, is his wife and his 2 kids that are going to grow up without a dad. And I can't imagine that. So I would just invite everybody to pray for them, to pray for his family, to pray for the kids, and just hope that something good comes out of this.